Let's make a savory girl snack plate while I tell you guys about how I almost got cast on a reality television show. So I can't say which show it was, but I'll tell you guys what happened. We're gonna put our savory girl plate on this plate because I just got it at the thrift store. I love those colors. Here's a flex. I'm gonna put 2 types of tinned fish on the savory plate. The Thrive Market sardines, and then I also have Fishwife albacore tuna with the Spanish lemon. A few months ago, I got a casting call for a reality television show. At first I thought it was a joke. I was just like, okay. Not a joke, but like spam, you know? It wasn't. And they were like, hey, we really love your content and we really want you for this show and we want you to apply. I've never watched this show, but this feels like a good opportunity. So I decided to follow through with the application process. It is my first experience doing something like this. The whole time I'm just going like, this is ridiculous. Look at the sardine. So like did my homework, started watching the show. I am going to crisp my tinned fish up in a hot pan. If you're not throwing your tinned fish in a hot pan, you are severely missing out. Try it, for real. I'm gonna build a little pickle pile on here. I have these Thrive Market stuffed peppers. These are cherry peppers with a creamy cheese filling. So I start doing this application process, and it's honestly kind of a pain in the butt. It's like a lot of work. I had to do like a 45-minute no-cut video of me making a meal beginning to end, and I had to have somebody else film it for me. It was difficult. These are some pickled red sweet peppers. I made these. So it took up a lot of my time for about a month. I had to make a bunch of meals, professionally plate them, and take nice photos of these meals. I had to do Zoom interviews, lots of like filling out paperwork, lots of signing contracts. And overall, it was a little overwhelming, but I kept thinking like, this is a big opportunity. Would have been in a location far away from my home. And you know, it would have been upwards of 6 weeks, which I was like, that's a lot of time away from home. That's a lot of time away from my child and my job. And so, you know, I was stressing, but again, I kept being like, this feels like a really good opportunity. And I don't want to like say no to opportunity, even though I am the type of person that will do that if it just doesn't feel right. I was toasting the sourdough and it got a little bit burnt, but I like things a little burnt. That's okay. I'm going to cut this up into like little bruschetta shapes. I made this sourdough. Inclusion was olives and some feta. So I continue to tell myself, just keep doing it and it will pay off. Oh my God, that looks amazing. And the thing about it is I get lots of brand offers. Ever see me working with a brand know that it was something I thought a lot about. And that's one of the reasons I love working with Thrive. I actually think that they're a good company and they're a good brand. And I am proud to be a Thrive Market partner. After going through this like month-long application process, they contact me and they're like, oh, you know, we still really want you, and we're going to be reviewing applicants all the way through the holiday season. We'll be letting you know either way, but you are being very strongly considered. So I'm like, okay, you know, it just feels like this might be in the cards for me. This might be something that actually happens, and that's crazy. Anyway, December comes and goes, and I don't hear from them. And I'm kind of like, okay, you said you'd let me know either way by the end of December, they had told me. We will let you know either way. I'm gonna do a hard-boiled egg. I know this one's a little overcooked. I'm gonna put some chili crisp on it. I hadn't really told anyone in my life because it's something you're not supposed to talk about. I'm not supposed to talk about it at all during the application process because it can like hurt my chances or whatever. Very secretive, very secretive. It's very, very serious. It's not. I will say working with the casting team was very nice. They were incredibly kind. We have our Thrive Market organic Castelvetrano olives. These are such good olives. If you don't love like a super briny tart olive, these are more mild and creamy. So good. Ooh, the brine on these is nice. It's like lemony, grassy. These are good. These are good olives. Throw some Thrive Market pepperoncinis on here. Guys, this is shaping up to be a really pretty savory girl snack plate. Okay, I'm gonna put a couple whole pepperoncinis on here. I'm gonna do some pickled onion right on top of the sardine. Anyway, so I'm waiting and waiting, and then I'm finally like, you know what? I'm just gonna contact them. I don't like to appear too desperate. I'm maybe a little prideful. I don't want anyone to think I care about anything. So the whole time I just kind of had this attitude about it of like, it's not gonna be the end of the world if I don't make it in. I don't really care, but I also, it's definitely flattering to be contacted by a casting agency and be like, oh my God, we love you. Would you consider being on this insanely popular television show? I've never tried this. It's like a very creamy, sharp cheddar. That's interesting. And this cheese is insanely good if you ever see that. This is the Barely Buzzed Espresso Lavender. It doesn't really taste like lavender. I'm not like a lavender girly. It tastes like espresso. Because I think every savory girl also needs a sweet treat sometimes. Got these potato chip chocolate bars at Thrive. There we go. Where should I put it? I don't want it touching anything weird. I'll put it over by the cheese because like cheese and chocolate. So then they told me, oh, we're sorry. You didn't make the cut. And I didn't feel disappointed at all. I just felt annoyed that I had taken so much time to apply for something that I didn't really care about. That's beautiful. We need to get a POV of this baby. I want that music that's like on all the Savory Girl snack plate videos that sounds like running water in a drum or something. So for Thrive Market, it's like brand items are always a hit. Cheers. Cheers. Ooh, that one's good. Not too sweet. Very appropriate. A sardine and pickled onion toast. I could eat that all day. Castelvetrano olive and one of the marinated mozzarella balls. This is the Fishwife albacore. All right, I'm gonna go finish this in front of the TV.